Tough to press those brakes, to know when to actually commit to that aggression. And we see a couple of those moments slipping away from CLG. And this one, though, XSET, they're the ones to speed up. They're straight towards that.
This is going to be fine, though. All CLG needs to do is maybe even just find one pick and live. Still, with Rise going down, they have that lockdown, and most importantly, Ellie does not have that Hunter's Fury to respond. So Amesia will be able to roll in, albeit slower, put it down, and give CLG an edge, at least for a few seconds in this round.
Few seconds indeed. Amnesia does have her lockdown, though, and wants to commit it. They're wary, though, that someone could be over on the catwalk. However, no lurk to be had just yet. However, someone working on it. Artstar will be on this flank in towards the late round.
Seeing how much that can affect teams and game changers in general. This late cat lurk, even with that lockdown locking in, changes the way the entire round works. What an interesting dark cover as well. 2 players fully detained. We'll see the Hunter's Fury rolling through to make sure no one can actually find the timing all the way onto A main. More shots being taken, but Noya has not been found. Then everyone suddenly collapses. A Jenga tower on the site, but they haven't been playing with the complete rules of the game. All we need is one more shot. The shock dart comes in. Is there time? Absolutely not. That's going to be fine for the side of XSET. What a round, what chaos and catastrophe.
Wait, by their time, and that they did on through. I actually like that players just commit to getting detained by that lockdown. You're taking a risk in doing so, but it means that the players in close have to clear that space. Normally, if the lockdown detains 0, you're like, okay, no one's here, all good. But because there was players still stuck in towards that site, even more time was wasted.
The extra level of security on the detainment, I was wondering what that smoke was about at all from the side of Starry Bun. It bought them about 2.5 more seconds of time because
that's
people were
exactly what
confused.
they needed.
They didn't fully clear it. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, really big. The buy's weird in this one for CLG. Claudia, that hero rifle to work with everyone else in towards the pistols. This momentum feeling strong for XSET as, again, they return to their slow pace.
Walking up catwalk every time. This time they don't even need to put down the smoke. That's conditioning 101 from the side of Starry Bun. And look at how much they're going to get out of CLG while using absolutely nothing. A free regenerated smoke from the arsenal of the Omen. Endostorm's already put in. But they're not even ready to completely go in. Yeah, Noya's kind of taken down a little bit. They'll have to walk across and re-smoke this. No, just running, so they'll be able to use that timing. Han is there, though. Does he want to, or does she want to actually lock in with that Rolling Thunder as fast as possible is the question. What a nice peek off the fault line, too. Completely isolated, hit 3 players entirely and baiting back and forth the positioning with Noya. That's just huge. The amount of value. Bungie also landing more shots with the Sheriff than the Hop, it looks like, from this side around, or at least on this half at least. Starry finally taking her down. Looking for more shots. They have so much control of Tree. All they want to do is back up, and they dodge that Rolling Thunder. That's why they're there, to make sure they don't get rocked completely off their chairs. And now things will start to lock in. The first shock darts and do a lot of damage and even just get on completely off the spike. Dark cover there now. Rise has to do things in the Shroud of Night. Gonna get detected, gonna get spammed down. It's over. Not even the shadows can help you now. This round is XSET's.
Perfect position, and I think Bungie's op gives them a little bit more of that because it's an extra piece of information. She can hold an angle with like 0 risk to herself. That means you have to redrone less space. That means you have to wait for less time. And, well, it means that XSET will have more places to clear on out, as they wanted to find some information off that ultimate, but get practically nothing towards that.
So far back, though, even with that operator, it's not finding, you know, an even better spot to go for more info. I feel like that's one thing that XSET's doing, is they just keep pushing boundaries, keep pushing this line of scrimmage
She didn't break the
forward into their spawn almost. Yeah, needed a little bit of backup in case there was a big swing coming through. That tends to happen sometimes. Sealate, I was about to say by herself, but has a little bit of support from the backside. Goes for the Seekers. It's anywhere in front of it, Amesia. I'm not sure what the play is right there. But unfortunately, she gets spammed. Attack as well onto lane. Sealate still moving up by herself. Doesn't even care. Rise is about to get overrun. Might find one. Claudia's there for the help, but they're just wiped out.
Yeah, wiped out indeed. So 3-on-2, and well, already Artstar with that operator shutting things on down. I don't think Bungie should even go for this. How much money in the bank account? 50 credits. Saving here is really her only play where she can expect much value. They know where she is, so they might even look for a punish in towards the late round here.
Has to invest one of those cloud bursts as well. It's actually going to be a point of note because it's not going to be able to afford one next round at all, right? Like, that's going to be absolutely unfortunate in the plays that she can make and some of the malleability she has on the jet and moving around in certain angles. Gonna be fine completely when it comes to the side of XSET getting these exits and moving out. And although Mimi, you do say that, you know, the operator, it's looking like one of the things that Bungie needs to be able to
Improving utility and conserving players in towards the late round. Their retakes are good when they're at full capacity, but they don't have to play the retake in this one because Bungie has shut down a player early. Starry Bun wanted to peek out towards mid, but it's again the disrespect of that smoke. XSET has been conditioned to think there won't be a pop on through, that op will be played elsewhere. But again, we go back to the aggression and we see success for Bungie.
Bungie so much control now. Usually, whenever there's a 100 sphere as well, they know there's at least one more player beside him, beside that entire operation going down towards top mid as well. So we'll have that read. Claudia gonna do her best, stopping the aggression over onto B main. But now the entire team is here. Two teammates gonna lock back, and I don't think there's a smoke available in Rise's inventory. There is one. Can it come out fast enough? Is the question. No. They end up going right past the timing of it, and the fault line doesn't land as well. So every player is able to go on to lane. Bungie does end up taking the bumper off the back of the car. A big clown car rolling onto site. Many players get out of passenger doors and past that C-late. Is not done riding on the freeway, looking for a few more shots. Coming out of stairs, knows exactly where Bungie is. Cannot land the second flick onto Han, unfortunate, but Ellie is still active, looking for her third patience from Marchstar as well. Has that rendezvous, the TP to use to reposition, hopefully over to backside. Ellie is going huge. All to Bungie now. 1v2, this is a lot more doable. Knows exactly where one player is off the barrel. The flick is not going to land, and now for Bungie, it gets difficult. Changes the tempo. We're going straight to a salsa, but the dance floor is closed. The Vandal is not going to be able to do its two-step. Ellie with the 4K breaks it down.
And it works against them.
There's also just missed timing of utility entirely. You're right. Like, why use that dark cover immediately? Why go for the fault line outside of B main when there's no one to play off of it? Save it a little bit. And now we really change the tempo. What whiff is this? Bungie might just be too used to being zoomed in. Too many shots, too much time invested in that first kill. Unfortunately, the second one, the trade will be so easy to get after the fact. Everyone now is over that B site. XSET is really changing the tempo, and Starry's not going to get caught out now.
One player left alive. Amnesia has already given away her position. And a 1v3 a gun will be recovered. So a chance, maybe, for this clutch. It would go a long ways to save CLG, but look at the flank. It's coming on through already. And Amnesia, she is a dead woman walking. A shutdown from Artstar and a 9-3 half. XSET look dominant as we head to the break.
Too long, getting burnt overall, sitting on these sites, not being proactive when it comes to defense. But now it's time to see what that breach jet combination can do. Now it's time to see adaptability on Ascent attack. Look at Artstar already, though. They're playing like she has an op. Noya there as well to help. That's a double sheriff looking way down mid. Tagged and still going for frags. It's just huge. Claudia, though, doesn't care what weapon you have. Peeking over with a classic, finding one to start the round.
Good one to pick up in that one. Now where do they want to go with this? Probably a double back towards A, and that might just be the right call. Starry Bun alone on this site, but a paranoia, a frenzy. If she can isolate a kill here, she can buy time, but she's pushing forward. The timing on this is so rough, and she's dead.
Caught in the no man's land. It's just unfortunate between two fronts of A main and Shri. That door not closed either. A dart for a little bit of information as well. They'll give a little bit of room for Noya maybe to get and catch up with their team. Yeah, we'll see. Bungie ready for that jump up, the dark cover. I think I've seen this on the reverse side multiple times. The scan comes in, a few of the spamming will not actually be there. Aftershock to clear off one side of heaven, but it's not angled enough for that bottom at all. Everyone's dropping down and dropping in. It's a flurry of shots left and right. Flashpoint to blind, who even knows? Teammates and enemies alike. CLG rocked the round, started hot, and make it 9-4. Walk into the site and maybe even make this Prime Gaming flawless. That is on their mind, but look at Noya. Doesn't even care. Fast flank with Sile on the way. Is this how they do this in the EMEA? It must be. Dashes onto A, though. They have that big long flank and almost catch what looks like Amnesia on that rotate from the back. She's about to hear the footsteps. 3 players coming in from the spawn. Yeah, Bungie has sight. Now Amnesia. Here's the earthquake coming. It's a rumbling. Titanic players from the backside, and they all get sprayed down. A counter from the side of Gelato. Some lactose intolerance from the side of XSET. Unfortunate overall as they all go down. I'm not taking it back.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. You might have to take that one on back. But XSET taking no frags back in this round of Prime Gaming. Flawless for them. Exactly what was ordered to get them in the right direction. And we have confirmation.
Don't search it up.
I will.
Oh, yeah.
I trust you. I have faith, man.
Inside a dark cover. This is what I wanted to see from the breach pick. Look at it. It's just beautiful. A flash action after the fact, and you really just change the narrative of the round.
Well, now, stay slow in towards this mid-round. CLG trying to feel out if there would be a reply, if XSET would re-push down these extremities, but not just yet. Instead, they recenter towards an A split.
Big value for the side of XSET, though. They lose a duelist for smokes on this side with Rise down, but now Rise kind of has that driver's seat. The IGL seeing every single POV. XSET still rolling in, trades on all sides. This is huge for the bonus coming in from what looks like CLG. A few of those Spectres still active in play. All down to Han now, though, on this attack. We'll have a timing on the Starry. Won't see her, doesn't matter. Artstar's there and shuts it down.